Hi guys, welcome back to my channel once again. Kenroy here. Thank you so much for stopping by once again. Now in today's video I'll be bringing you guys something quite unique, and I hope that it will be able to hopefully help you make a bit of extra money on the side each year. Now I've been using these apps for a couple of months now in order to see whether or not you can actually make some money off of them from just doing your normal shop and actually scanning your receipts. Now I'll be going through these apps with you today and actually showing you real world use and how they actually work, and hopefully this will be able to benefit you. So if you like the content guys, please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Let's get straight into this video today guys. Okay, so the first app that I'm going to go into is called Shoppix. Now there used to be another app which is called Receipt Hog, which you can see here, but I've since stopped using it because they've actually discontinued it and you can no longer collect receipts for it. So I've moved on to trying another couple of apps. Now I've decided to use these apps side by side because in actual fact you can collect points on both. Okay, so the first app I'm going to go into and show you how it actually works is called Shoppix. And the reality is that once you're familiar with one of these apps, you're pretty much familiar with them all because they all operate very similarly. All you need to do is scan some receipts and then you basically get certain amount of points. Now the only major difference is that different apps actually require different amounts of points in order for you to redeem those points for either money or vouchers. But yeah, we'll go into it now and you can see what Shoppix looks like. So once you go into the app, now if you were signing up for the first time, obviously you would put in your details and so on. Now one thing I would advise you to do, if you don't want to, if you're a bit sensitive with your details and your information, you might want to use an email address which you don't use as your main email address. So I normally have a spam email address, so if any of your details was to be sold on or used by another third party, at least you wouldn't be getting all that junk sent to your main account. Now of course it's up to you what details you want to register with, but the main thing is that you have an email address which you can use to register. Now once you've registered, now as you can see here, I currently have 5,710 tokens on Shoppix, which if I was to go over to this tab where it says rewards, that will basically be equivalent to just under £10 worth. Now you can see here it gives you a breakdown on how much points you actually need to collect in order to redeem your tokens or your cash if you prefer. Now the good thing with Shoppix is that you have many different ways of redeeming your points, and you know, you can go with Amazon, you can go with Apple, with iTunes, Love to Shop, PayPal. You know, PayPal tend to be a bit more premium because obviously that means that you deposit in cash into your PayPal account and you can then deposit it into your actual bank account. So the most that you can redeem at any one time is for 11,500, which would be the equivalent of £20 here in your PayPal. But obviously I haven't got that amount yet, so there's no way I'm going to be able to redeem that amount. However, I do currently have 5,700, which is just shy of 6,000, which I could then redeem on somewhere like Amazon or on PayPal even with a £10 voucher. So I'll just show you how it works now. So you got your home screen. You can see here where it says that you have scratch card. Now each one of these tend to have little mini games sometimes inside where you can actually earn bonus points by answering surveys, getting scratch cards, so to speak. I currently have one and it's basically like a lucky dip type thing. You might win some tokens or you might win nothing in order to boost the amount you have. You then have your receipts here where it shows you all the receipts you've scanned. If they're not valid, if they're out of date or not approved, then it will show up here. You then have rewards, of which we've just been into. And lastly, you have surveys. Now, oftentimes you can get surveys. I've currently got one here for boots. We recently shopped at Boots, and after scanning the receipt, it's recognized that. So there's a quick survey that you can do to earn bonus points there. So I won't do that right now. However, that is something that you can do. So once you want to scan a receipt, you simply click on receipt and you'll get a screen that looks like this. You then have to basically align your camera with the receipt. Now my top tip is to always make sure you make it as legible as possible with good lighting. Sometimes when you got longer receipts, it's always advisable to maybe scan it in two halves. So I'll give you a little demonstration here. So if I was to zoom in here and actually scan half of this receipt, obviously that's not all of the receipt. So the next thing I'll do is add additional photo and do the same with the other half. Now the good thing is that you don't actually have to be accurate. You just need to make sure that you get all of the numbers and the date, time that you went on your shopping. Once you've done that and you're happy with it, you can review it. As long as it looks clear enough, then you hit finish. Normally ask you, who went on this trip and how likely you are to sort of shop there again or recommend it. You can hit whatever, to be honest, as long as you were happy, and then hit done. That's how you actually scan a receipt in. Now, one thing to note is that I find that Shoppix tend to be a bit less giving with the points compared to the other app, which I'm going to show you now. I'm not sure why that is. However, both of them still work, and if I've got one receipt, I can scan it between both. So when it comes time for me to say redeem £10 on one app, I can end up redeeming another £10 on the other app, which will basically make it £20. So the next app that I'm actually going to be showing you, which operates in a similar capacity, is called Storewards. Now this one is my new favorite. It basically works very similar to Shoppix did, and of course Receipt Hog. So I'll jump right in there. Like I said, it's pretty straightforward. Once you've used one, it's pretty self-explanatory. Once you go in, it greets you with the different vouchers you can redeem. Now the reason why I prefer this one is that since using it alongside with Shoppix, I've actually managed to accrue enough points to actually redeem £10 in voucher. Now the difference with this one to Shoppix is that the maximum you seem to be able to redeem is £10 via PayPal. Now I haven't actually done this yet, so I'm hoping to give that a go live and see whether or not I will be able to get this deposited to my PayPal account. Now from previous experience, I do know that this can sometimes take a little bit of time to actually reach your PayPal account, but nonetheless, like I said, it operates in a similar fashion. You can simply go to where it says receipts, line up the viewfinder, and sometimes it says that the lighting is poor and it looks red, but in my experience, as long as you got good enough lighting and you snap the photo, it will be fine. You can either add another photo if you like, similarly to how I did it in the previous app, or you can hit done if you've captured all the receipt. And then that was really quick that time. Normally it takes a little while before you actually get the points, and then it just adds it to your total. Now like I said, I've currently got enough, so I'm hoping to redeem £10 via PayPal. It might not seem like a lot of money, but if you can imagine, you got two of these going throughout the year, say you make £20 on each one. If you collect as much receipts as you can end up going home with £40 extra every year just for scanning your receipts that you normally just throw in the bin. So what's not to like? So on here now you can see that it basically gives me the option to redeem 100,000 coins for £10 cash back to my PayPal account. I'm going to hit confirm. It says congratulations, we've added a £10 gift code at PayPal to your cash out. Okay, so my cash out, then it takes me to another screen. Okay, let's see what that says. You can literally go to maybe the supermarkets and try and pick up loose receipts and try and scan them in daily, if this will help to obviously boost the amount that you can earn. So once I've hit cash out, it then registers it. It might take a little time, but eventually sends it to my device and my email, letting me know that there has been a £10 code generated for my PayPal account. And just like that, I've now redeemed £10. And to be honest, I haven't actually gone all crazy trying to collect receipts. I'm pretty sure that there's plenty of receipts that I could have collected and maybe I forgot about them. I do know that you can literally scan almost as many receipts from different shops each day if you really want to maximize the amount you're going to actually earn. So it's up to you how much you want to actually make on this. If you're somebody who has a lot of free time and perhaps you're a student or somebody who wants to make a bit of extra cash. So yeah, any questions guys, please feel free to drop them in the comments below. Like I said, this is my first time using these apps, but so far I've been really impressed with how straightforward they are. And the fact of the matter is, it's an easy way to make a bit of extra cash, which I'm sure could go to a lot of different things around the house and with your family. So definitely check them out. I think they should both be available in the App Store, whether it's Apple or Android. So, you know, have a look for them. Really useful apps. Like I said, sadly, Receipt Hog no longer works as it's been discontinued. But, I mean, 2 out of 3 is still pretty good. And there might even be other ones out there, so, you know, feel free to drop them in the comments below so we can check them out.
So there you have it, guys. These apps actually work. Now, obviously, guys, you're not going to become millionaires while using these apps. However, when you think about it, the simple fact is you can actually be making money as you shop. Who doesn't want free money for doing very little? Now, if you have used apps like this before and you found them to be useful, please, I want to hear about it in the description below. Hopefully somebody else can benefit from the knowledge that you have. So that's it, guys. As always, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope that this information has been beneficial and helpful to you. You guys have been terrific. Thanks again so much, and I'll see you when you see me. Take care.